Hello guys, my name is Bahroz. I'm a finance executive by profession and welcome to my channel where I talk about how you can achieve career and financial success. Now in today's video, I will talk about predictive index assessment test and how you can go about acing that test. It is an assessment test which is given by your potential employer. So for instance, if you have applied for a job, the employer or your potential employer will give you this test in order for them to assess what kind of personality do you have and whether your personality would match the organizational culture that they have. Now, before moving forward, in case you find any value from this video, I have to ask for you. One, smash the like button, and second, subscribe to the channel. As I said, on this channel I share content pertaining to career and financial success. So if this is of interest to you, which is how you can ace your career or how you can become more wealthy, then this channel is right for you. Now, talking about PI behavioral assessment test, it is a test essentially for the organization where you've applied to see whether you're the right fit for the organization culturally or not. So the recruiter from that organization will send you a link. Once you click on the link, you will see two pages which will come one after the other. Each page will have same set of adjectives to select. There would be around 90 adjectives that you can select on page 1, and there will be similarly exactly same adjectives that you can select on page 2. The page 1 will be asking you to select adjectives with regards to how your colleagues at your workplace expect you to behave. These adjectives will look like social, patient, content, realistic, convincing, polished, caring, formal, friendly, XYZ. And on the second sheet, again, you will be presented by the same list of adjectives, but here you need to describe yourself. So number 1 is how you're expected to behave by your colleagues at your workplace. And second is how do you describe yourself? So how are you when you're not at a work situation, or how you are with your family, with your friends, or when you are not in a work setting. The idea here is to make sure that more or less the adjectives you select are kind of similar. They should deviate a bit because otherwise it will seem very mechanical. However, they should not be entirely different. So 80 to 90% of the adjectives you select on page 1 should also repeat on page 2. So here it is very important. Once you fill out page 1, you take a screenshot of that page and keep it in front of you as you're filling page 2. In any case, you can go back and fix any adjectives on page 1 as well. However, it would be easier if you take the screenshot and make sure that you repeat most of the adjectives you selected on page 1 on page 2 as well. Essentially, what you want to tell the recruiter or the organization that how you are personally, not when you are at work or when your guards are down, is very much similar to how you operate at work as well. So it's not like you have to put an extra effort to behave differently at work while you are a different person. Now let me also call out that in case you want to practice PI test before you really appear for the PI behavioral test in the final exam, then there is this website which I have figured out on the web where they provide sample PI behavioral test and also sample PI cognitive tests. So if any of these tests come your way and you want to practice them, you can check out that website. I will leave the link of that website in the description of this video as well. Now let's get rolling back into the video. Now here, note this test is not timed. This is number 1. Second, make sure to select at least 30 to 50 adjectives out of the total 90 adjectives that are thrown at your way. If you select very less, it will be very difficult for them to really judge your particular individual profile, and your test results may not be entirely valid. You cannot select less than 8. If you select less than 8, then your test results are completely invalid. I highly recommend you select something between 30 to 50 adjectives here. Now, once you press the submit button and submit the test, this test goes to the PI assessment center where they assign you one of the 17 profiles. What they've done is that they have assigned 17 profiles to different kind of personalities that exist at workplace, and they've named those personalities as venturer, strategist, maverick, analyzer, and so on and so forth. So they will assign you one of these profiles. Now the recruiter, previously, before they even send you the test, they have decided on what kind of profile they are looking for. But they are not looking for only one profile. Out of the 17 profiles, they usually have 3 to 4 profiles that they've shortlisted, and they want to look for an individual who fall close to or who end up being in any one of those profiles. So you have a good chance, let's say out of 17, even if you can hit those 3 or 4 profiles that the recruiter is looking for, then you can pass this test. However, there are 2 unknowns. One is you don't know what profile that the recruiter has selected those 3 or 4 profiles that they're looking for. And even if you know that profile, the second unknown is you don't know which adjectives to select in order for you to reach that desired profile. So in this particular video, I will be addressing the first problem, which is to figure out which profile is the recruiter looking for. What are those 2, 3, 4 profiles that the recruiter has shortlisted and they are looking for. I will make a separate video where I'll talk about how you can go about achieving a certain profile. Now, out of those 17 profiles, if there is this one particular profile which you go like, I know the recruiter is looking for this profile, I want to hit this profile, what are the adjectives that I need to select in order to hit that profile? I have also a special hack, special video made for that purpose. I will leave the link for that particular video in the description of this video. However, in this particular video, what I will do is I will help you navigate as to how we can go about finding what is the profile that the recruiter is looking for. Now, how do we do that? We do that by understanding and reading the job description. Also note, there is another video that I've made where I also share a smarter or a hacked version of reaching the profile that the recruiter is looking for. However, it is essential that you take the 2 methods that I present, one in this video and one in another video, for which also I will leave the link in the description of this video, where I talk about how you can go about finding the right profile that the recruiter is looking for. So there are 2 different methods, one that I share in this video and one is the method where you find a quadrant. So there is a separate video for that particular method. So talking about this method 1, we'll read the job description. From the job description, what we will do is we will start eliminating the profiles. So there are 17 profiles and out of 17, we'll go like, okay, which are the profiles which do not match the job description? We start canceling them and eventually we will be left with the profiles 3 or 4 that we believe that the recruiter is looking for. So what I will do is in this video is I will go through a job description which I found on LinkedIn. We'll go through the details of the job description and go through the entire process of eliminating the profiles and eventually reaching the key profiles that we believe match the job description. So here is the sample review of job description and then shortlisting the profiles into the right profile that really suits that particular job description. Now here's a brand manager role in my company. So let's look at the job description to see which profiles we can easily eliminate out of the 17 profiles. So we can narrow it down to the 3 profiles we are looking for, which should match this job. So the title is brand manager, which should kind of give a basic idea of what the role would be about. And then we can read into the job description and look for any adjectives. So develop marketing strategies. So strategies is 1, strategy development again, monitoring progress, driving efficiency, effectiveness, collaboration, ensuring alignment, relationships. So a lot of work with others, collaboration and all, internal relationships again, providing insights, managing partners, managing budgets and financials, strategies again, providing support, working closely with customers, and so on and so forth. Also note that a lot of job descriptions have a lot of fluffy words in them. So you need to kind of filter through the fluff and get to the point as to what this role would be about and what the organization is looking for. It says brand manager. A typical brand manager role is about activation, about setting the brand strategy, setting the brand objective, collaborating with external partners, internal partners, and so on and so forth. So now let's go through the 17 profiles and see which ones we can easily eliminate, or for that matter, which ones would apply the most. So here's the PDF which has the 17 profiles, its descriptions, the behaviors that is associated with each of the profile. Analyzer is assertive, pensive, intense, thorough, with high standards but reserved personality. Doesn't look like it would suit for a brand manager. While high standards and discipline is good, but reserved personality may not work. Controller is detail oriented, conservative, with a preference for high quality and technical expertise. The role is not looking for technical expertise, so it won't be controller either. Specialist is highly precise worker who remains skeptical while respecting authority. No, we want someone who's like driving the agenda, creating strategy and all, so it won't be specialist either. Specialists are usually very entry level role. So are controllers as well. for that matter. Strategist. So this could be one. So I'll take a note of strategist down, as this could be one of the profile that suits the role. Let's move forward. Venturer is self-starting, self-motivating, goal-oriented, risk-taker, analytical, driving, non-conforming. Probably this could be another one as well. Altruist, sociable, fast-paced, organized, cooperative with an efficient, precise work ethic. While this is good, but this is all about collaboration and doesn't talk about any of the strategy or analytics at all. So I won't select this. This would be good in organization which are very, very high on collaboration and they drive their output via collaboration. But here in the case of this brand manager role, it's about manufacturing at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's about driving profits and all. Captain is a problem solver who likes change and innovation while controlling the big picture. This could be one, which is someone who's a driver. Collaborator is a friendly, understanding, willing, and patient team player. Again, collaboration is good, but then we just don't want collaboration. So for collaborator here in this profile, it is purely about collaboration and nothing else. So we'll skip this. Maverick is an innovative, outside the box thinker who is undaunted by failure. This could be another one. Persuader is a risk-taking, socially poised and motivating team builder. Again, now won't apply for a brand manager role in my opinion in a manufacturing company. Promoter is a casual, uninhibited and persuasive extrovert and tendency for informality. Again, doesn't talk about strategy or analysis at all or insights. Adapter is a bridge builder, comfortable with changing situation. Same, doesn't talk about the strategy or analysis. Craftsman is accommodating and analytical while producing high, precise and accurate work. Again, we also want someone who is big picture, strategy, driving the agenda objective. Craftsman looks like someone who is very entry-level analytical role. Guardian is unselfish and approachable with a preference for detailed, skill-based work. Again, sounds like more of an entry-level type profile. Operator is a patient, conscientious, relaxed and cooperative team worker. Pragmatic, cooperative, stable, thorough. Makes sense, but as I said, it also needs to have strategy, insights, analysis, influencing people, which operator doesn't have. Individualist, no, not at all. Scholar is accurate, reserved, imaginative and seeks a high level of technical expertise. Reserve, autonomous, no, again doesn't apply to the brand manager role or to the job description that we just went through. And these were all profiles. So we've shortlisted 4. One is strategist, venturer, captain, maverick. We can go through them once again and maybe shortlist between 3. I think we can take out captain. Captain seems like a higher or senior role. Brand manager may not have, or rather it doesn't have any people reporting because it did not say in the job description. Because here it specifically talks about captain controlling the big picture, which sounds like someone at a higher position. So we can take out captain. So it looks like strategist, venturer and maverick would be the profiles we would be looking for brand manager. So then we go forward and list down the behaviors and strengths for each of the profiles. So starting with venturer, we have behaviors assertive, analytical, driving, non-conforming. The strengths are drive change, challenges status quo, big picture thinking, anticipating problems, purposeful approach to most situation and people. Similarly, we go to the strategist and write down the behaviors: independent, reflective, intense, organized, big picture, anticipate problems, able to deal with pressure, multiple priorities, organized and thorough follow-up. Some of them are similar to the venturer. And then we go to the maverick, where behaviors are venturesome, enthusiastic, driving, tolerant of uncertainty. Strengths are response positively to challenges, pressure, visionary, and goal-oriented. So now what we'll do is, since we have these adjectives here, we will use these adjectives to fill out our PI assessment in order for us to land either on maverick or on venturer or on strategist. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully after watching this video, you will be able to figure out what is the profile that the recruiter is looking for the job description for which you have applied. In case you found value in this video, I'm sure you'll find value in another video where I talk about how you can go about acing your behavioral interview. You can check it out here. Other than that, there is another video where I talk about how you can go about introducing yourself in an interview. You can check it out here. Thank you.